Welcome to Over the Top Podcast. This is a show where we take topics that nobody wants to talk about, but everyone has an opinion on, and we let people get their opinions off their chest. We will literally cover every single topic except arm wrestling. Your host, Steve Matthews, joined by an array of different guests. So make sure you stay tuned in for Over the Top Podcast. What's up? You guys have tuned in to Over the Top, and of course, I'm Steve Matthews, and I am joined tonight by a stand-up comedian, a friend of mine, Nathan Gelardi. How's it going, Nathan?
No, it's all right. You know, year's almost over.
Thank God. Thank God.
It's a horrible year.
It has been a horrible year. So this show, we're going to drop back and go a little bit old school. We've yet to do it on video, so we're going to bust out the icebreaker wheel this time. So I'm going to go ahead and spin it here. And here she goes. And what will it land on?
All right.
Feminism.
I don't know.
Feminism is your category, good sir. So,
okay.
As we go through, give me 1 second here to get the questions out. Feminism. Give me a number between 1 and 11. 1 and 11.
Yeah. We'll do 8.
Number 8. If feminists believe in equality, why is it never okay for a man to hit a woman, but it's okay for a woman to hit a man sometimes?
Depends on what the guy did, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's a size thing. And I think they just want, like, I get it. They want equal pay and equal respect. And if a girl were to hit you, it's not going to be the same as a full man hitting a girl. I mean, nobody should hit anybody. But it's a different thing. It's way different. I mean, you know, I've had a girl hit me. And let me tell you, if I hit her back, it would have been more damaging.
So let me ask, so let's say that somebody's transitioning into a man, but they're still a woman, and you don't know it. They look like a dude. And you hit them.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get charged.
I guess then that's a pass.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's weird that these I get it. If that's how you feel, I know somebody I grew up with them, and he's doing that, and she's doing that, and she's always felt that way. And I remember she felt that way in middle school. That was just who she was, or who he, or whatever you want to say. That's fine. I get it. But don't, you have to tell us.
Right. Like,
I don't think
anybody's not going
to. You got to disclose that you used to be a man.
Right. And
you have to.
And it's like, if you still look like a dude, but you're trying to be a woman, and my brain still sees a guy, don't get upset because I called you a guy, because that's what my brain saw.
It makes sense. It really does. Like, don't be mad at us for that. We're in a weird time. We need another flip.
Another flip. And which way would you like to see that flip?
Like a political correctness flip. Like, back in the 50s and 60s, everything was super cut and dry, and you weren't allowed to do much. And then the 80s came around, and you're allowed to do everything. In the 90s, early 2000s, it was like that. Now we're back to nobody can do anything. We need another flip.
Right. And I think it'll happen. It's just history.
Eventually.
It's just one wave and then the other wave, and it'll go to the extreme and then kind of level out again before it goes back up. And personally, I'm looking forward to that side of it, when you can just say, I know we had talked about it prior to the last time you were on, but it was, it's not offensive if it's funny. And how many times, you said a good joke that was just hysterical, but somebody got mad about it.
It's not mean if it's funny, and that's just how it should be. I think we need to have people sign waivers at the shows
now. Now, have you seen that in your show? Like, have you seen anybody get upset with your material?
Always.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, every time. Not every time, but yeah, sometimes. In Florida, people tend to like it, but other places, they'll get upset. It's a show. It's just a fucking joke, We're just joking.
Right. Well, How
Don't
do
go
the old
out. Don't go to the comedy club if you don't, because you're gonna hear something offensive. Like you really are. Don't go. Just stay
right,
home. I'd
right.
rather you're not there.
So how do
I,
the older folks down in Florida handle the material of the stepdad jokes and the family jokes that I've
they
heard
like
you?
that shit. They like some of them do, some of them don't. I mean, I've done 67 sets since Corona happened, all live,
Holy
real
shit!
shows.
Holy
Florida's,
shit!
yeah. I can't get a bunch of people together like I want to, but I'm 30, 40 people here, 80 there. Uh, it's different. People like it and some don't. I saw a guy who does incredible, and I was featuring for him, and he does amazing, and he was murdering it, and he brought up Trump, and people got up and started leaving because they loved Trump. It was weird. You got to read the audience.
Yeah, that sucks. Florida's wishy washy, man. It all depends on what area you're in.
It's weird, yeah, dude. St. Pete's like super liberal, and then where I'm at, it's really conservative, and it's crazy. It's like we're stuck in the '90s here.
And like, and to get on the politics a little bit, have you ever seen a president have so much damn merchandise ever?
No,
Ever?
there's Trump shops. There's a Trump store here.
Like, what the fuck? Like, don't get me
Going
wrong.
out of business, but there's a Trump store here.
Like, I like the guy, but damn, I wasn't like going out buying his merchandise. I'd laugh at
No,
it.
I am on his email list. I had to stop his email list because he just keeps emailing and emailing, and it's messed up. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but we got to hope for the best.
Man, like for real though, like what's that like? A president that's got merchandise like that has got to be. I'm talking like I
Real
seen.
merchandise.
Yeah.
Trump shirts, Trump. I mean, he's a lot of money. He knows how to do it, and he knew what to do. I mean,
Man,
it's very weird.
the best one I
Funny.
saw was like playing cards, like a deck of playing cards. They were all gold and they had Trump's face on the back of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. He does like little auctions, like how you get your belts or whatever. He'll do like the first 500 get a signed dildo from me or whatever you sell it. He's fucking funny.
Dude, he's just out there doing the clone of Willie, where he molds
Yeah,
his own and just sends it out.
he's a funny guy. I mean, I think some of his stuff will be collectible, in like 30, 40 years from now. I think it'll be.
What do you think is going to be the collectible piece?
The dildos.
The-
I probably MAGA hats.
Probably.
If you got a signed MAGA hat, I'm pretty sure that would be a collectible.
I can see that. I can see that.
Trump 2020 posters will be collectible. Well, all
Yeah.
of it will be. It will.
And that's
I think
crazy.
so.
That's crazy.
You start collecting that shit.
So you think with Biden coming in, you think he's going to try to hit up on this merchandise too?
He kind of did.
I mean,
He did. He did. That's a new thing. I mean, the internet's still very new, and
yeah, relatively
this
speaking.
was the first election where they were hiring professional memers to meme for them.
Really?
Yeah, where do you think you're seeing the? Yeah, those memes don't get around like that unless they're being funded and promoted. And yeah, memes will get around. I've put out a good meme, and I woke up and had 100 shares, and I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah,
Right.
they hired left comedians for the left side, and they would make their memes, and then the right comedians. There's not many of them, but they were making their meme. There's not many open right comedians. That's just how it is.
That's a bummer. It's a bummer. I like comedy on all sides.
Yeah, it's just not a thing. You really can't get a job if you're a right guy unless you already have like a big name.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah. I guess I really never thought that the comedian world was into politics that much. That it was.
Well, they're like ass sniffers.
Ass sniffers. You want to define?
I mean, they're just like liberal, stuck up, like that, and a lot of them are, and that's just how it is. It's entertainment business.
So a little bit behind the scenes, because I just saw like some type of behind the scenes of the comedy stuff, and kind of went into how political it kind of is behind the comedy scene. Do you see that down there as far as like, who you know and who you blow to get some
Absolutely.
places?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing comedy almost 9 years, and about 90% of the gigs I've ever gotten that were paid were from another comedian.
Okay, I thought you was going to say from a blowjob, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
another
Some
comedian's
of
all
them
right
are.
too.
It depends. Some of them are. It's really about politics, especially at like the big clubs. Macho, shut up. Yeah.
So with that, I mean, well, how do you play that game? Like,
I'm playing it right now. I don't want to talk about it. I got a deal.
okay,
I had a deal going on with the club, and then this kid who's there doesn't like me, and he's pushing me out.
damn, that's fucked.
Yeah, no shit. Hang on. He's chewing. This is what's going on for everybody to see.
We got Macho Puppy Savage.
This piece of shit's going after his phone. This is I got him this for NXW. It's fucking bigger than him. It's a dinosaur bone. Yeah, I'll throw it out there. It's people are like in Florida. There's the Tampa Improv, and then there's Side Splitters, and they're both in Tampa.
Uh-huh.
And if you work at the Tampa Improv, you're probably not going to work at Side Splitters.
Wow.
Hang on, I'm going to shoot him. Let me put him down.
Wait a minute. Don't do that.
All right, I'm here.
All
He
right.
only does that because he wants attention and he knows I'm doing something.
Word.
Yeah.
That's every
That's
dog.
how he is.
That's every dog. So what splits the two comedy up like that?
Well, for the big guys, the big headliners, they'll make
Yeah.
them sign no compete clauses.
Yeah, really.
So let's say you got a big headliner coming in and he's coming to the Tampa Improv. They'll say, okay, well, you can't perform at any other club, basically Side Splitters, in Tampa for 6 months if you're going to come through.
Damn, I didn't realize comedy clubs had that much turf war.
Yeah, well, that's a headliner can only draw so many people in the city to one place.
Right.
So this guy could do this weekend. Hey, this weekend I'm at the Tampa Improv. The next weekend, hey, I'm at Side Splitters. The people that were going to go see him already went to the other place.
Word, I got you.
It's like having Raw and WCW in the same city. You can't fill both arenas, it's just not enough wrestling fans.
I got you. Yeah. So I saw that you headlined at a couple improvs there.
Yeah, well, I did.
That's pretty bitching.
It's been bitching. It's been tight. I've had like a nice resurgent. At first, I was really upset with Corona because I couldn't go out and do it. But Florida was the first place to open up. And as like a local feature guy who has a lot of time on my hands, like in the business, I was able to grab these gigs that these headliners couldn't fly in. They couldn't leave LA. They couldn't leave where they live in Chicago or New York. So all these gigs went to the local guys, and thankfully I was able to grab a bunch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it was nice, like a lot of them. Now they're all flying in. Everybody and their mom's performing in Florida, so it's hard for me to. And even the big guys who normally headline, they're co-headlining with their buddies, so the feature spots are far and in between right now.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's fine. I think I'll be okay.
Now, I know for a fact that last time we had a conversation here, you told me that you was going to get me a special so I could deliver it to the people.
I'm working on it. I cannot get 200 people in a theater right now.
Ah, man, they make laugh tracks. You can just put that stuff in and make yourself look good.
It's a full hour. It's my baby.
So,
and honestly, I'm glad I didn't. I'm not glad I didn't get to do it. I really wanted to do it, but now I have other jokes that are funnier than the ones I was going to use anyways.
Awesome.
So I will have it done eventually within the year, as soon as I can get 280 people together in a theater. So, but there's no point right now. It's like watching wrestling. It's not the same. It's horrible.
I mean, everything's like that. Any live sports.
UFC is different. That's the fucking shit. That's the fucking shit. They're knocking the hell out of each other, and that's great. But wrestling, it's like, come on. It's too much.
Listen, I've been out of the wrestling game for a little while, but I just saw popped up that Randy Orton caught the Fiend on fire. Did you see this?
Yeah, it was all a movie.
A movie or not?
CGI.
Like that's kick ass.
It was, but it was
Like,
like CGI. You know that Undertaker AJ Styles match at WrestleMania? It was like a
yeah, yeah,
fucking movie. That
yeah,
was what
yeah.
it was.
I mean, it's something that you couldn't do with an audience there. So I guess play it up while you can. But to see
But
them
where did he
kind of
go after that?
bring them back, as an unstoppable monster.
Yeah.
But I think it's wicked because we're finally kind of getting out of the PG era.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder him.
You gonna put him down?
Yeah. Stop it. He's only doing this because you're here.
That's okay. Does he do this when all your friends come over?
I don't have friends. I'm a comedian. We don't have friends. I got acquaintances.
You don't have friends. Why is
I
that?
have friends. I like to be alone, dude. I like to do my own thing. I live alone. I have a girlfriend. But she don't live with me.
Right. It's a good call.
Not yet. I mean,
man, that's
got a bunch of fucking toys up. She don't want to live here.
Listen, look! I got them all over my shelf. I got the Dragon Ball Z collection out. I mean, I was lucky enough that I got with my wife at a young age before she ever knew this was a thing. So by the time she committed and it started coming out, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It was already done.
The first time my girlfriend came over, she was very excited because it looked like a woman hadn't been over her in a long time. But that was what I don't want to say. That's what I was going for, though.
Yeah.
Open it up.
That's it, baby. It was just for you. I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, you're the one.
You're the one. You want to check out my Chris Benoit action figure?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
No, he went off the fucking deep end.
It's sad. It's messed up. I remember that day like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And that sucks because I just had a conversation with a couple guys from another podcast about athletes and their craft, their sport that they do versus their outside life. So like John Jones, who is, I think, the greatest of all time to ever do UFC or mixed martial arts, period. But he makes terrible life decisions outside of the UFC.
Yeah, he's snorting crack and fucking carrying guns. I never understood. It's kind of hard when you that's why like the best of the best come from bad situations because they got this crazy manic drive energy. But they make dumb decisions, like the best athletes will go broke. Some of them will,
Yeah, a lot of them do.
Allen Iverson went broke. Not broke. The broke for them is way different than broke for us.
Right.
So he went bankrupt and,
That's facts.
He's making 80 million, crazy money.
Dog, speaking of toys and Allen Iverson, see, I got my Allen Iverson figure.
That's the shit. What? That's dope. That's cool.
But
so I did I think since we've been here, I did a video with Superhuman.
Yeah. How was that?
Cool. Dude, that kid's so cool.
Really?
He was funny as shit. He's really like that. I feel I love that guy. Very cool. He hurts his elbow off the ring. And I got this massive aloe plant in my backyard. And I don't know if you know what aloe looks like.
Yeah. It's sharp. But
it's got
spiky.
Yeah. I handed him a full piece of aloe and he looked at me and took a fucking bite out of it. It was ridiculous.
Why the fuck did you hand him a piece of aloe?
Because he cut his arm off the elbow drop.
Oh, he took that thing like a champ. How's your ring?
Oh, it's okay. Somehow he landed it perfect.
Really? So I actually got to do a podcast with good friend Paul.
Yeah, dude, he's the shit. Is he nice? He's having a baby now.
Is that what's going like? Well, we had talked about like he was kind of trying to focus on his wrestling career and actually kind of get out of the Superhuman videos, and he's kind of bailed out from them now.
Typecast. You don't want to be typecasted.
What the hell's that?
You're picked to do this role forever. Like Stifler.
Stifler,
You're
Harry
always
Potter.
Gonna be a fucking dumbass. That's your role now,
Gotcha.
Or Scooby-Doo. You're always gonna be Shaggy now. That's just, even though he's a great actor and he's done a lot of movies before that, but once he did that, it's like, you're gonna be stuck doing that.
Dude, 13 Ghosts is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, he's good in that. He was good in Scream. He's a
Yeah.
lot of movies. SLC Punk. And he's not noticed for that. He's noticed as Shaggy.
Shaggy. Yeah, it sucks.
Just how it is. You get typecast. It's not a bad thing. You made more than anyone else.
Oh, Scooby Doo was good though. I digged on
Great.
Scooby Doo.
That was the only good movie where they took a cartoon and made it live action.
It's pretty balling. It's pretty balling. Way better than any of the Dragon Ball Z's. If you ever watch those, don't watch them.
They give them a bad name and they say all this stuff about them online. It's just not cool, With
Really?
Superhuman and because they're nice kids and they're not doing anything wrong. They're just hurting themselves. It's not hurting anybody else.
Right. One of the funniest things that I got from good friend Paul and talking to him was that the pile of barbed wire that they have, they actually found that in the woods behind Superhuman's house, and they've used the same chunk of barbed wire every video. Every video is the same.
He's funny, man. I hope the best for him. I hope he'll break out.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was gonna order his. Have you seen his Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Like I wanted them, but man, they're a little pricey for some Pokemon cards, man.
Especially when there's like 4 of them. Yeah, he's like on the merchandise. At least he's doing something instead of just making videos,
Right. And I mean, when I talked to Paul, he sounded like he was, he said, I can't remember the guy. What's his name? What is Superhuman's name?
Nick.
Yeah, he said that he's a good kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and he's a smart thinker when it comes to, marketing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he's pulling the Kim Kardashian. I'm gonna get on screen, and I'm gonna look stupid because stupid makes money. Here I am throwing yourself off a 6-foot platform through just everything.
Yeah, I heard he sold 1,000 bottles of hot sauce in 48 hours when it first came out.
That's pretty sweet.
At $8 a piece, if he's getting half of that, that's some fucking money.
Right. And I mean, you can laugh and point the finger all you want, but you didn't make no hot sauce and sell 1,000 bottles.
And people will say stuff, but he's got he's monetized. He's getting 1 million views per video. He's making money doing it, and he doesn't have to go to work. He might be hurting himself in the long run. It's probably not going to end well for him.
Right.
It just won't. You're not trained. You're fucking diving through barbed wire. His back is all fucked up.
There ain't no doubt about that.
Scar tissue when I met him, and he was like 20, 21. He was a kid. And good friend Paul's just a big kid too, He
is big.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and I wish he would stop doing the stunts and maybe start doing some skits or something. But whatever, more power to him. I hope the best for those guys.
Right. Good friend Paul told me he was supposed to be coming out with an action figure. I've been waiting for that thing to drop. I want a good friend Paul action figure. I
think it's indiegear.com or something. They do their wrestling figures.
Man, that'd be sweet.
That'd be cool. I'm gonna get a Superhuman figure if he comes out with one.
Yeah, I'd love to have the set. That'd be pretty bitchin'.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
So when it came to that, whose idea was it to make the whole video?
It was my brother's.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had an idea. I wanted Superhuman to invade NXW.
Okay.
And then my brother said, "What if we started off like it's your show, and then Superhuman turns it into his show, and then you end up on the ground with Fago on you?" And I said, "Okay, let's do it." And we had to do a couple different takes where Superhuman, "This is Superhuman," and he messed up, and he's like, "Fuck!" And then we had to refilm it. And then the one time we did it, that was just it. It was as soon as he took off, it's like, we can't do this again, so we got to do it now. My brother fucking filmed it.
Ah, yeah. Now, was that in your backyard or theirs?
My backyard.
So whose idea?
They look similar.
What was with the Fago? What was with the Fago?
We weren't even going to use it. I wanted to make Superhuman feel like at home. So I picked up some Fagos when he got here. And we were talking the shit in my living room for like an hour or two before we filmed this,
Uh-huh.
And I think it was his idea to dump the Fago on me after. And then we took screens off my back porch and just set them up. Thankfully, I only rent, but those are fucked. I went right through them.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and that hurt like hell. And I
Really?
took one of those, and I can't imagine. And his are way worse. Mine was
Yeah.
cozy. It was like a nice little thing. He's fucking doing front flips in the barbed wire and gusset plates, and
Dude, the worst one was when he did that. There's two of them when he elbow dropped the microwave, like
yeah,
old school back when he was on his back porch, and he also did some flower pots. And I mean,
yeah.
he cut himself pretty good on that one.
So Twisted, the band sent him some ornaments,
Uh huh.
and he immediately did an elbow drop on them. And they were like, "Hey, you weren't supposed to fucking do that." This is Superhuman TV show here. Fucking, I, I was trying to pitch Superhuman and good friend Paul a TV show. We could write a TV show or a movie, and with your guys' recognition, we could pitch it. And then Corona happened, and now they split up or whatever, and I'm doing my own thing. I don't need to deal with that.
Damn. So
But they're funny.
it was actually a while before I actually realized that Superhuman was on Tosh.0.
Yeah, he's on Ridiculousness too.
Oh, really?
Dude, Superhuman's been doing it since he was 13. He just didn't get that fame. He had 200 videos before he got a hit.
Damn. That goes to show you, kids. Content. Put it
Unless
out
it's
there.
like saying racial slurs or something, then don't.
Yeah, don't do that. That'll
You're
get
gonna have
canceled.
a bad time. Yeah,
Cancel that right now.
you get canceled.
That's the world we live in with the old cancel culture.
Yeah, fuck that shit. That's lame.
It's everywhere though.
Yeah.
Maybe lame and it may suck, but you can't get away from it.
Yeah, I like where I started at and who I started with. I'm kind of immune to talking about racial certain things. I'm immune to because I've already done it.
Oh
Thankfully.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I started in Detroit, and I won 6 Mile Mandy's 3 times in a row, and everybody that I surrounded myself with was a veteran and stand up, and they're all black, and that's just how it went. And they would make fun of me when I walk into these clubs. And I mean, I remember the late great Kool-Aid. He passed away, but he ran Baker's. I walked into Baker's, and this is a full show, and I had a backpack, and I had the backpack because I took the bus from my house to the show so I could change into my suit. And this was right after there was a school shooting. And I walked in, and Kool-Aid's on stage, and he goes, "Man, somebody better check that motherfucker." And he points me out because he knew it was me too, dude. He's like walking in here with a backpack, But that's just how it is. It's funny. They would get me all the time with that. Different comedians would use that bit when I'd walk into the place. They'd say, "I hope you patted him down," But if I did that to them, it would be just as funny.
Yeah.
But it's not as funny because it looks like I could be, a possible.
And that's the bummer is that, a lot of times when it comes to stuff like that, the people that are there that are being made fun of are having just as good as time as the people that are laughing at it.
Yes, it only takes one.
And it's normally not the one that's getting attacked.
Yeah, we need to have waivers. A lot of the big comics, they hire this company and they'll lock your fucking phone. I went and saw Louis C.K. right after his incident in McCurdy's in Sarasota, and this place sold out. And the only reason I was able to get a ticket is because I was on the email list because I'm a comedian. Tickets sold out fucking immediately, 6 shows in a row. And he took everybody's phone. And
really?
Yeah, took your phone. They don't take your phone. They hand you a locked case with your phone in it. So it's sitting in front of you, but you can't open it.
So it's like one of those time lock things to where it goes off?
Yes, exactly. When you walk out, they put a magnet over it and it pops open.
Damn.
But that's kind of where we got to go with it because the internet's, you can't do jokes and not have them get out and be a meme immediately.
Right.
Immediately. Right. Somebody had a joke. Somebody had a bit where they were talking about Bernie Sanders coming to the ring with a steel chair. And then some dickhead turned it into a meme and it got 1 million fucking shares. And now this guy can't do his own joke because somebody turned it into a fucking meme.
Damn.
It's really fucked. And it takes a long time to write a good joke.
That sucks. Especially since I imagine he didn't get the credit for it. Like it was.
No, dude. Like, have you ever posted a good meme that you made and then you'll see it later and you're like, what the fuck? You didn't even share it off of me. It's
Right.
It's just how it is.
That's the world today too. Everybody's out to fucking steal everybody's ideas. People can't just give credit where credit's due and just have a good time with it.
Cocksuckers, yeah. Like the TikTok thing.
Yeah.
That girl from TikTok has 14 million subscribers. She started this little dance. She stole it from a young black girl who's 14 and didn't give her any credit or nothing. And then she was able to sue. And then the only thing she got was a feature on that girl's TikTok. So the one who wrote the fucking dance that millions of people are doing gets to be on the girl who stole her shit's TikTok so she can get a little boost.
Fucked. You got the dance down? I want to see this.
It's like this, and that. I can't do it. I hate TikTok. I've been banned from there 3 times since the last time I was on this podcast.
What? For what?
Yeah. Lighting my toys on fire, and girls can show their asshole, but I can't play with some fucking toys. It doesn't make any sense.
And there's a guy on there that shit, it's gonna kill me because I can't remember his name. It's like Jason Banker, something along those lines, but he does a bit where basically he's talking to his kid, and his kid's younger, but he's gay. But he plays the kid, he just puts a filter over his face that widens his mouth. And there was one, Jason Banks, that's what it is. And I laughed my ass off because it's like he gets a call and he's like, hey, I've got your son. I was going to ask for a ransom, but if you just come pick him up, he's been saying some weird shit ever since I've been had him in my presence. And you hear him in the background. He's like, maybe we can touch each other's nipples. He's like, dude, he's been trying to hold my hand the whole way ever since I kidnapped him. If you just come pick him up and you hear him, he's like, is that my dad? Put him on. He's like, hello. He's like, Dad, can I stay at Mike's tonight? And I mean,
they're good, man. I like some of the people on TikTok, and I like the ability because I dropped a TV in front of a pawn store at the beginning of this lockdown. 100,000 views on TikTok overnight.
Yeah.
I woke up to a little taste of fame of people messaging me and calling me a homo. I mean, instantly they're like, and it wasn't it. My brother filmed that one too. It was just a joke. The TV broke at my bartending job at the time. It's a giant TV, really nice. I want to break it. It was already broke. I just did a video. Someone's like, I should fucking. Someone sent me a picture of a dead Shih Tzu and said, I'm going to kill your dog. You could have donated that to my family. We really could use a 60-inch TV. It was a joke. It's turning people into overnight stars, though, and that's pretty cool. It gives us a voice, but you got to filter through all the chicks shaking their shit. And it's hard to do that because I like to watch.
Listen, I'm a married man. And I like to share my TikToks with my wife, so I scroll past those because it's just ain't worth it for me. I'd rather see her in skimpy clothes, and it'll be okay. I'll just watch the funny shit, and that's all it shows up on my TikTok now. It's funny shit.
Yeah, you gotta watch what you follow. People are saying that like Logan Paul's the most hated person right now, and Jake Paul. Why don't we all just unfollow them?
I mean,
and then it's instant. Oh, you're not famous anymore.
Right, but it
the
millions
national,
of people.
Hey, let's unfollow this shithead so he's not making 100,000 per post or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's true, man. But I mean, and I actually remember both of them back when Vine was hot, and that's where they got their start was from Vines.
Yeah,
and to see where they're at now, and I mean. Party has got to step back and tell them, kudos to you guys for taking a 6-second video constantly and putting out content and making yourself so much money that now you're just loaded.
Yeah.
And, people hate the kid for he's getting ready to box Floyd Mayweather. And he's going to walk out of there fucking making bank. But he really hasn't boxed a day in his life.
Yeah, he's got two fights.
One. And he lost.
One fight. So one of them's got 2 fights.
Yeah, the brother's got Nate, 2. Yeah.
Who's a basketball player.
Right.
He's got 1 fight, and he's going against the highest earner in the world because he's such a heel.
Right.
So I respect it. But if everybody really hates him, just unfollow him.
That's a good call. That's actually a good call.
He's the greatest heel of all time, and that's how he's able to get that fight. Because he's a piece of shit, and you want to punch him in the fucking mouth. But he knows that, so he plays off of it.
Right.
You can't do that as a comedian. You can't be hated. You got to have people like you, you know?
I mean, you could always go the Joe Rogan route where he called out Carlos Mencia and got banned from X amount of clubs for a while.
Yeah, and then look at where he's at now. Sweet, sweet revenge, baby. Yeah. Sweet, sweet revenge.
Speaking of that, dude, have you seen Carlos Mencia? I ain't heard nothing about him.
My buddy years. Just opened for him.
Really? He's still doing stand-up?
Yeah. I won't say anything bad about my buddy or whatever, but yeah, my buddy opened for him, and another one of my buddies who's on this on our podcast page, he took a picture with them because, like, we'll all hang out. If somebody gets a gig, we'll go. If we're friends, I'll come support you. I don't need to be on the gig. You got a big gig where you're opening for somebody, I want to come see you do this. He took a picture with Carlos Mencia, and he says, I got a picture with Carlos Mencia today. What a steal. And he's got this fucking smirk in the picture, like he knew what he was saying, what's going to say as he was taking the picture. It was fucking funny, dude.
That's great. That is awesome.
But what happened to him was he was a piece of shit.
Right.
He took from Bill Cosby. I mean, he would do their bits in front of him. And I mean, when you're at that level of that much fame, he could take his shit and Comedy Central would put it on TV the next day. And he would take it from people like me, not me, but people that have been working for it their whole life. And it took them forever to write that 7 minutes. And he'd come in and take it and pick and fuck that guy. Fucking loser.
What was his name? Ari Shaffir?
Ari Shaffir. He got canceled.
Yeah, really? Fucking for what?
The day Kobe died, he hopped on his Instagram.
Uh-huh.
The week he was supposed to film his Netflix special. Hopped on his Instagram and said, I'm glad he's dead, blah, blah, blah. Instantly. I mean, he's not going to be canceled forever. He's got his following and he'll do clubs. His Netflix ain't happening.
Damn.
Yeah, sad.
Damn, why you gotta say shit like that? Like the guy or don't like the guy. Don't fucking be glad somebody's dead. Unless it's like Hitler.
My buddy Elvis told me if I ever felt like putting something online, take a day.
Yeah.
Before you post it.
Yeah.
Which is you should do.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in a spot where you're, you got a spotlight on you and it's make or break sometimes of shit you say.
No, per se, it's not on me. It could eventually be on me. Like what happened with Sammy Guevara. You know what he did?
What's that?
He was on a podcast with, like it was us, people watch it or whatever, but he's on a podcast a couple years ago. They're talking about how hot Sasha Banks is. Mm-hmm. And he's like, she's rapeably hot. He gets this contract with TNT, wrestles for 8 months, nothing happened. Somebody fucking found that, put it online. He got suspended. Now he's back in, thankfully, because he's a great wrestler. But I mean, it can come back to haunt you.
And that's the bad thing, dude. Like when you start getting a little bit of spotlight, people just start digging. They start looking for everything.
It's like being a squeaky clean. And now anybody can be famous. TikTok.
Right. But how you gonna be squeaky clean and get the spotlight on you? I feel like that's a hard thing to do. Yeah,
it is. It's very hard. I don't know. I'm not squeaky clean. I don't know what could happen. I never want like the big. I mean, I dream of doing theaters and whatnot, but I don't want like that big amount. I'm comfortable with just working in comedy clubs my whole life because that's the real dream, anyways, to make a living doing what you love. Now, if I'm able to do theaters and shit, and I'm almost there. I'm only 26, so I'll probably, But the minute I hit that threshold, they're going to butt my ass right back down.
Somebody get the dirt on Gelardi. Go ahead and get it out there.
Who haven't messaged me ever, never messaged back. Start messaging me now because they see I'm doing stuff. And it's like, what are my ex-girlfriends going to say who don't talk to me when they find out, They're going to say horrible things. Messed up.
Yeah.
We need another flip.
We need another flip.
Correctness flip. That's what I need in my life.
We all need it. We all need it bad.
It's a weird life.
Hopefully it comes, man. I just I don't know, because it is bad. Like, there's some jokes that I have a set list of jokes that I like to tell people, and it determines what level of friendship we can be on. And I just you have a level one, which is kind of a mild joke. Then you have a level two, it's a little bit worse, and then you have level three. You have the old shit. I don't think
Yeah,
I shouldn't laugh at this, but if you laugh, then I understand that we're on the same level of comedy, and we can have a good time.
absolutely.
So, and that's sad that I got to do that because I'm afraid that if I tell you level three and you ain't ready for it, shit's gonna hit the fan.
I got a level three. You want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
All right. There's this family in Alabama, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a daughter, a dad, and a brother. The daughter goes to her dad, says, "Hey, Dad, I need to borrow the car." He says, "You know the deal. You want to borrow Dad's car? You got to suck Dad's dick." She goes, "Oh, Dad." And she starts sucking her dad's dick, right?
Uh-huh.
And she goes, "Dad, this tastes like shit." He goes, "I know. Your brother borrowed the truck earlier."
Well, I mean, if you want to go to Alabama, I heard it go one that said, "Why don't people in Alabama do reverse cowgirl?"
Why?
It's because you never turn your back on your family.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
I'll give you the level three. I'll drop it on you here.
Oh,
See, it's awful.
that's like a level five, man. You know, when Tosh was doing, Tosh doesn't do any interviews. Do you know that?
Nah, I didn't realize that.
You've never noticed he's never been on a podcast, never had to promote.
I guess
He,
not.
he was doing a set a while ago, and he was doing a joke about rape. And this girl in the front goes, "That's not funny." And Tosh goes, "You know what would be funny if like five dudes started raping this chick?" He pointed at her.
Oh.
But he goes with it.
Yeah.
I never smoke in my house. This is the first time I did that. It was a bad idea.
This is a podcast first right here. Is that one of them automatic ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw where people putting lit candles in front of them, so it's just a big fireball every so often.
That's fucking stupid.
No. Coming from the guy that's lighting fucking pyros and sparklers and shoving wrestlers and bug zappers. I've been
working on season 2 for a long time. I was supposed to put it out, and I even had a big ad, but it's not ready yet. And once it's out, it's going to be out.
So when you're dropping it, you're dropping episodes multiple.
Yeah, full season, 16 episodes.
Oh, damn.
With like some cameos from some people, some wrestlers. I want to keep it secret. Some are big names.
Okay.
Only a couple, because I keep it to myself. Macho, of course. He's very well behaved. He's a gremlin, dude. I got him from some Asian guy.
Yeah.
He just mauls. He's a rapist.
I mean, I saw the bone he was tackling.
He's a rapist. Like, he's a full-blown rapist. I can't bring anyone over. He just wants to hump. I got to get him fixed, but everything's backed up.
Yeah, including his ball sack.
Yeah. He had a daughter.
Oh, yeah?
He had a whole litter with the beagle across the street.
Purposely?
No. I was watching her, and I didn't know. They were out of town for the weekend, and I thought that she was fixed. And no, she wasn't. Me and my girlfriend took the daughter, and then the two sons are at a family, and they little babies. It's really cute. And then the other daughter's across the street.
And were they pissed?
No, it was like a kind of, you know.
Damn it. We let you watch the dog for a week.
I told him he wasn't fixed. He's got giant nuts. You can see him. He's got big fat nuts. They're huge.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? It don't matter if you're human, dog, gorilla. All dudes want to try to get the same thing. They just want a piece of ass, right?
Yeah, that's all he wants. That's all I've woken up to him over me, like, we're doing this.
You're gonna roll over, Nathan.
That lockdown
You're,
shit was crazy. So what we talked in like January of last year.
yeah, I think so. Something
I
like
go
that.
on my little run. I'm doing shows, and then I'm seeing on the news there's like some virus in Wuhan, and I remember just brushing it off. And then in March, everything crashed down for me. All my college shows, everything I had was gone. And then I got that sweet unemployment.
Yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't so bad. But I had to stay, I live alone. So I'm sitting alone in my house with a dog and a cat for 7 weeks, living the same day every day. I'm going crazy. I'm speaking to Macho, and that's all I'm doing. It was like I was on a Castaway, like I'm Tom Hanks or some shit.
Uh-huh.
So immediately, as soon as I could, I got a permit for my car, a permit to solicit funds,
Uh-huh.
and I drove around and did stand up out of my car.
Really? How'd that go? That's pretty sweet.
Not well, but
Why? Why was it bad?
when people are walking, they don't want to stop and listen to stand up. You know,
Okay.
people supported it, and I was selling pictures of myself, and people were buying them left and right. The permit paid for itself, but that was it. Like, you know, I couldn't get a fucking group of 30 people to sit down and listen. So I'm just doing joke after joke, standing on my car while people are walking past me. But I started the shows immediately. I think my first show was in April, like a live one at a real club, like the minute they opened back up.
Uh-huh. So do you think that this year ended up panning out way better than, previous because you were
Yes.
able to fill so many other spots?
Yes. This is the best year financially. This was the best year of my life. Entertainment wise, when you got 100,000 views overnight, and even though they banned my TikTok, a lot of people followed me from that, and and that wouldn't have happened if Corona wasn't happening. I think
Right.
I found good out of it.
Hell yeah.
I know people that quit stand up. They just
Really?
quit. Somebody today announced that they quit, and I've known this guy for 6 years. He just quit.
Damn, that's rough.
It'll get to you.
I mean, I like you say, sitting in your house all by yourself. I'm sure that ideally that sounds like that's the best case scenario to be able to write material. But where do you find like your inspiration for it?
I'm just sitting at home. I mean, I was doing a video every single day. I still try to do a video a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I catch a rhythm, and now I'm getting some views, and people are following me, and it's happening. When that time comes where I get a real following, I can do an hour's show.
Yeah.
A live hour show of stand-up because I've been doing it so long. So I'm just waiting for that big hit. I mean, if I didn't have my dog, I probably wouldn't be here. That lockdown was mentally exhausting. It was very,
Word.
Because I already lived alone. That was a little lonely as is. And now I can't go to work. I can't go do stand-up. Every day, me and 4 of my friends were playing the same game till 6 a.m. And then we wake up at 3. Hey, how you doing, bro? Start it over.
It sounded awesome at first.
Yeah, and then I put on a bunch of weight. I was now I'm 178, but I was 190 2 weeks ago. I had to quit soda, and don't drink soda. That's death in a can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a real calorie. Do you know that?
Listen, I'll be honest with you. Calories doesn't exist in my world. I've replaced that word with flavor pockets. So the more flavor pockets that a piece of food has, the better it's going to taste.
Yes.
You're like that burger right there. That's got 587 flavor pockets. You know that bitch is going to be good.
It's a crazy thing. I'm not like a health nut now, but after looking into it, it's not soda. None of that shit is good for you.
Right.
Mentally, physically. They did an experiment where, actually, corn, wherever hamsters are native, the population of hamsters was dying off. I know I'm going out of pocket here, but watch this.
We got to pause 1 second. Where the hell are hamsters native? I've never seen a hamster running down the street.
I know. I'm trying to figure out the country. I can't think of it. But there's a
Okay.
country overseas where hamsters are fucking native.
Okay.
And they replaced where the usual vegetation was with a bunch of corn, and that's where you get your cornstarch from and shit. So all these hamsters are eating corn, solely corn, and that's all they're eating. And the population of hamsters went down to 80%, and they're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Well, the hamsters were only eating corn, and the mothers, it triggered their brain for them to eat their young.
Yeah, they do that.
They moved the hamsters away from corn. They start nursing them, and everything's fine. So if the way you eat can affect a mice or hamster eating its own kid, I'm sure the way that you eat will affect your whole life. Yeah. They did another experiment on this documentary. They put 44 lab rats. They hooked them all on cocaine. They gave them cocaine water for 45 days.
Damn.
And then after they gave them 15 days. They give them cocaine water for 15 days. Then they give the rats an option. You can have sugar water, cocaine water. 41 rats picked sugar water.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why? They have any explanation why?
Sugar's the thing, man. It's not even supposed to be ingested.
Really?
It's not even supposed to be. You're supposed to have 7 grams a day, and that's like that's not even a recommendation. That's like a max. So if you have a sip of Coke, you're done for the day.
Damn, that's rough.
And I'm not even a nutritionist guy, but I'm getting jacked. Okay, you're gonna see. I'm going out there. I keep telling my girlfriend I'm going to the gym every day. I'm gonna be Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna be Ryan Gosling. I just keep saying celebrities, and she tells me to shut up.
When you say Jack Black, that's when you're in my ballpark, man.
Yeah. Well, it's weird, man. It's really weird. We live in food deserts. Do you know what a food desert is?
What's that?
Okay, it's when you can't find a produce store anywhere, but you'll find 4 gas stations with all candy.
That's true. That's some real shit.
So if you look into it,
that's very accurate. But
very weird.
It is. But snap back just a little bit, because I actually had this conversation just a day or two ago about the hamster situation, and the other one is guinea pigs.
Yeah.
When the hell have you ever seen a guinea pig run around? I would assume.
I believe they're native for like over.
New Guinea?
I can't fucking remember. I feel stupid because I can't remember where they're from. Maybe they're from Guinea.
I'd think New Guinea would be where they'd be from, but.
Yeah, they're great pets, and they're all native somewhere. Dogs. Shih Tzus were native in China. Do you know the story about Shih Tzus? Fuck! All right. So Shih Tzus are the closest being to a lion.
What?
Yeah, they mean Shih Tzu means little lion in China. You see his makeup? He's got a mane, and I know he's not fucking as big as a lion, but you understand what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
All right. Anyways, back a couple hundred years ago, the emperor of China didn't like Shih Tzus, so he started murdering all of them. Kill all these motherfuckers. Somebody smuggled out 13 Shih Tzus. Like Noah's Ark, and that's how you get macho. Fuck! And that's why he's got that underbite, because there's only 13 of them. So they were all just fucking and fucking and fucking and fucking, and now you got this.
Now you got that.
They used to be way bigger, and this dog used to be like a lion.
Yeah?
Not really, but yeah, it used to be like, German Shepherd size. Look at this now.
Look at him now. I mean, I can't talk shit. I got a little tiny dog. I think my dog weighs like 5 pounds, if that.
Oh, dude, he's cool. He's half pit, though. So.
Oh, that's where the aggressiveness is coming from?
Yeah. No, that's because he's not neutered. He's bitten my girlfriend. She won't come over until he's neutered.
That might be your key out,
He mauled her, too.
Really?
It was crazy. I knew I really liked her when she bit him and she didn't move. She was like a kid touching a stove looking at me, I was like, move your fucking hand.
Nathan, your dog's biting me. It's hurting.
And Macho's just tearing it up. He knows better to bite me. I won't hit him, but I'll fucking fuck him up. Not in a physical way, but he knows.
Well, you fuck him up in an emotional way. You talk down to him.
Yeah.
Be dissing your dog.
Yeah. This is a big deal.
Did you ever catch that old school Saturday Night Live? I think it was Will Ferrell that came out with the doll or the book called "Dissing Your Dog."
Yeah.
He's like, you don't have to use punishment. They'll be on your chair. You're just like, oh, I'm sorry. You worked 8 hours all day slaving to feed this family. Oh, wait, no, that was me.
Yeah.
You played in your own pile of drool all day. Get up.
That's what I say to Macho. I'm telling him to get a job. He got a hit video. He's got 100,000 views on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Cute Dogs Hump.
Anybody calling him a homo? Does that relate in the end?
Oh, dude, people are fucking. I got cameras all over my house now, outside, and the messages I get, and I'm not even like a celebrity. I'm just a comedian, you know. They'll tell me all the time, I'm gonna cut your dog's head off, and over wrestling toys, you know.
Like why? Well, what are you doing that's making people say that? Like, what warrants that?
I destroyed a toy, and these toys that I burn in my show, if I do break them, they're not collectible. I don't do that, you know. I'm not a dick, but you know, they're like fucking Mattel 2019 toys. They're brand new, and that was a good fucking toy. I hope your dog dies and stuff like that.
Damn.
That's what they get. Fuck them.
And you're just throwing them in a fucking flower
it's all
pot full of flames.
It's a good show. It's probably better than what you got on Wrestling Now.
Man, listen, I like it. It's pretty dope.
It's funny. I got like real pyro now.
Okay.
Real pyrotechnics, like a real spotlight. Now I have monitors for when the wrestlers come out. And the wrestling, like, you know how there's a video of a wrestler coming out behind them? It's going to be a legitimate video of the wrestler moving around like the toy.
Wow.
And doing like moves and shit. Huh?
Damn.
Yeah, so there's
moving
a
up
tablet behind my new entrance ramp, and it's going to be fucking dope. It's taken a long time. I thought I could do the weekly thing, but if I rush it, it's not good. So I was going to put out the first episode, and then I said, you know what? I'm going back to basics, and I'm going to fucking just wait it out until it's perfect.
I'm gonna need that first episode. Like, I need a pilot.
You'll get
episode.
It right away. I'll post them straight to the podcast.
Man, like, how long? Because I know you were like sparklers inside a priority mailbox.
Yeah.
And now you got real pyro.
I got real pyro, fog machine. I mean, it's gonna be a lot. Now my phone's 4K.
Okay.
I have a real microphone now.
All right.
So it's gonna be like real there. I'm figuring out ways to use their actual music, but if I can't, my brother's doing the music on his, you know, so we can make it and it'll be similar at least. Man, so we're thinking about when I do their entrance songs, we're gonna get their actual music and we're just gonna dub me singing it over it.
I mean, that was the best part. You're just in the background. I'm like, I'm digging it. Because I remember being a kid and you didn't have no entrance music. No. Every once in a while, you get one of them CDs like where they just have 18 different random songs. But if you didn't have that, you had to make your own.
Absolutely, and that's what I try to be make the show a kid in his room with too much money and no parents.
There you go.
And he's got just all you can do, and he's putting on a real wrestling show, and that's what it is. I got a power saw. There's new matches every time. I've got Commissioner Kurt Angle. Hang on, let's walk into the NXW ring.
Oh, baby, we're getting sneak peeks here. Sneak peeks exclusive.
Hang on, let me make sure it looks nice, because it probably looks like shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, here, I'm just going to show you the roster of what I got. Because I picked up some new ones, dude, and some of them are pretty excited. Yeah, I'm actually doing I'm going to have it fully ready. Like all the episodes, there's going to be other stuff. I'm really going to drop it. I'm going to put a lot of money into promoting it, and it's going to be a real deal.
Okay.
But here's some of the new talent. I'll give you an idea of what's going to happen.
We got Stone Cold Steve Austin making a return.
We got a man.
A Road Dogg?
I even went out of my way. I got a Commissioner Kurt Angle, and then I got a Commissioner Triple H.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's going to be the shit. I don't think anybody's going to watch this part of the show, but
that's okay.
I got all the dude. So I bought these off of Brian Knobs.
Okay.
Nasty Boy Brian Knobs from WWF. He sold them all to me. He's like, "What are you doing with them?" I'm like, "You'll see."
You got connections to Brian Knobs?
Yeah, he doesn't live far.
Huh. That's pretty sweet.
I just saw him on Facebook. I didn't know him. He was just selling them, and then I showed up, and it was Brian Knobs.
That's pretty sweet.
So some of these are good. New Rock, they're gonna be dope. It's gonna be the best thing you've ever seen.
Hell yeah! Hey, you got any titles?
Yeah.
Any titles for these guys?
Yeah, I gotta find them. Yeah, I got real titles. I got a Vince.
Hell yeah! I had that.
I got the full Titantron. Every wrestler that's on that original Titantron, I have.
Yeah.
I'm getting that fucker too. I've been waiting to get it. I need to buy it.
Dude, I remember you put the metal on. It's now entering the Titantron.
Boom. Yeah, and then I got some of them I haven't opened yet. I got a new Triple H on that wall. He's getting opened, and then the Jinder Mahal is going to get opened.
Okay. Hell yeah. So, exclusive peek at Nathan Gelardi's.
It's gonna be like Attitude Era, but NXW and the Invasions. I'm getting some AEW toys. I've got 6 episodes done, but I'm editing them, and I really need it to be perfect. They're exactly 5 minutes and 25 seconds each episode now.
Okay.
And
looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm working on a skit with Brian Knobs. Actually, we've been talking about it, and I should wait till it comes out, but I think you're gonna like it a lot.
Spoiler alert: we already got one drop of who's guesting, who's making cameos.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm working on it. I just constantly keep doing it, and I threw out a whole episode because I just didn't like it, and when I'm doing this shit, like I gotta leave my house for a while.
Really?
I can't breathe. Yeah, I blow up stuff in my house. And one thing that happened to me over the lockdown, now that I can't get in trouble for it anymore.
It's always a good way to start a story.
It's funny, but it's not, because it was the most terrified I'd ever been in my whole life. You know, the good part of the lockdown when we got our stimulus checks and everybody was happy and unemployment was $600 a week and shit.
Uh-huh.
I went out and bought an AR-15.
Yeah.
And I fired it off in my house accidentally.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no shit, dude. And it went right into my fridge.
Woo!
Yeah, it was terrifying. I was just doing some dry fires. And, I mean, it went boom! And I dropped to the floor because my ears are just, and I had no idea it was going to go off. And I run outside with Macho immediately because it's the middle of the day. And thankfully, there's people working on the cement outside, so it's loud. And my neighbor just waved to me. And it was like, I just shot a fucking AR-15 in my house, and my neighbor's just sitting there waving, "Hey, Nate, hi, Macho." And I go back in my house, and I just smell smoke, like way worse than when I do my show. Way worse. I've lit a fucking mortar in my house, and it's not this bad. I just smell gunpowder everywhere. And I'm like, where'd the fucking bullet go? And I look, and it went in the fridge. It didn't even make it out of the fridge, thank God, but it destroyed everything in my fridge.
So, kids, gun safety 101. Always pretend that it's loaded, even if you think it's not.
Yeah, I thought it was. Wasn't.
Oh, man.
Dude, so it goes into the fridge.
He's got it covered by a magnet.
And then there it stopped.
Oh
So
man.
fridges are AR-15 proof. I
Uh,
trust it. I would stand behind a fridge for sure.
oh, that's amazing. I mean,
So I
it's
sold
awful.
my AR-15 immediately.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I kept my handgun. I got a handgun. I'll be all right. But like, I can't. If I can't fucking if I didn't live alone, that would
Could have
have
been
been,
bad. Could have been real bad.
Yeah, I never told anybody I did that, so I shouldn't have just said that. But whatever.
Whatever. I mean, now it's just you didn't just tell me. You told the whole world it's out there forever. But who? Whatever.
Watch me get canceled for that.
Ooh. No. Maybe the culture will support you because you gave it away or got rid of it.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just I thought the police were coming. I think I'm going to jail. I flushed all my weed. I think
Damn.
the police are coming, and I live in Florida, bro. They're coming. I got guns. I don't have a lot of weed, but I had like a half ounce. It's the lockdown time. I'm
Right.
flushing
Right.
it. That was horrible. That was the worst day I've ever had.
Locked down, and now you're out of weed. You got a bullet hole in your fridge that you got covered up with a magnet, and you're contemplating
It
life.
covers it perfectly. There's no cool. It's not. It's keeping it in.
Oh yeah. All right. That's
When I
innovation.
move, my landlord's gonna see it.
He may see it right now.
No shit.
What's his name? We won't add him to the show or to the
No,
group.
he'll be all right. Don't worry. I'm not doing that. These fuckers. I've had some kid call me. I've had some guy call me for a Ford Escape for the past 5 weeks,
Uh huh.
saying, "Hey, do you have that Ford Escape?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't have a fucking Ford Escape. Please stop messaging me." I posted a video yesterday, and one of my good friends messaged, "Hey, are you still selling that Ford Escape?" But it was him fucking with me.
Damn, that's funny, dude. I enjoy wrong numbers personally. That's some of my favorite stuff.
I like him too. I have fun with him.
They're a blast. They
I'm
are a
gonna
blast.
switch to the festive scent soon. Right now, I got the dry linen,
Uh huh.
but I got the Christmas scent, and it's limited edition, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Drop that shit in there because the fresh linen, all it says is I don't do laundry, and I'm trying to make you believe I do.
Yeah, this is actually the first time in a long time where I don't have any shows upcoming yet that I know of.
Damn, really?
Well, I've got a bunch for 2021, but right now it's
Okay.
like up in the air. I'm supposed to come up to Michigan in April, but they're locked down currently,
Fuck yeah, they are.
and then LA's locked down. I don't know.
Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully, you get some shows, man. If you ever come anywhere near me, I'd love to go watch, but I just
I'll
can't
come.
make
I'll
it.
be up there eventually.
I know that actually when I talked to Elvis, he actually said he did a stand up here in my town in Parkersburg at a mission, and it's funny because it's supposed to help people that are homeless and everything like that. Come to find out, the dude that was heading it was selling them drugs, and now he's in jail. I was like, damn, dog, know your audience, I guess. Yeah,
Dude,
come on.
Elvis is one of the hardest working, funniest.
He's great.
I've known him since I was a kid. When I first met him, I was 17 at a bar and he was 23 and we were both doing our sets.
Uh-huh.
And he comes up to me and he's got 2 Coors. He doesn't drink now, which is funny. He doesn't do any of that shit. But he comes up to me. He's got 2 Coors Lights in his hand and I'm 17. He goes, "How old are you?" I go, "17." He's like, "Here." We've been best buddies ever since,
Yeah, he's
He's
a
a
good
funny
guy.
guy. He's
I
out.
like
He's in Texas right now.
oh damn. He's really moving, isn't he?
The way he's doing it, and he actually means what he's doing, and he's actually doing something good with it.
Yeah.
It's just starting to catch up.
Yeah.
Like he really means that shit. He's really he's better than any charity out there. He's not taking a penny. He's giving it to people.
That's crazy. It's crazy. And just to give you guys kind of an overview real quick, it's the Socks and Undies tour. And all the admission is a pair or a package of undies or a package of socks so he can give it to the homeless people.
And
And
he's
that's
funnier than a motherfucker, dude. He's fucking. It's not a clean show if Elvis is on it. Maybe it might be. I don't know. I had him out here last year, and I think he did it purposely. But I have cleared out tables at my show because he's talking about Trump again.
uh-huh.
So I go out to his show and I drive 2 hours and I cleared out his tables.
Oh,
I ain't clear them out, but I'm up there, you know, fighting with ladies and just having a good time. It was fun.
oh man.
He's a good guy. I love him. He's going to be all right. He's on the belt.
He's on the what?
He's on the NXW belt.
Oh yeah.
So you got Macho. You got Buster. Wait.
There he is.
Holding a handgun in a bottle of 1800.
That's amazing.
When we started, he like had this. I never even thought of it, but he's like, you know, let's just do our own shit. Let's do. So he started running these shows in Hamtramck and real shows, and that's how. And then we started getting respect from other comedians because we're running our own mics and they want spots on it. And he would make these ridiculous flyers where it's him holding a fucking handgun in the flyer, and we're doing a show at like a coffee house.
That's awesome. I mean, it's gonna grab your attention. It's gonna grab your attention. All right, Nathan. Well,
guy.
Man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. I know I've been dying to get you back on ever since we flipped over to video. It's good to catch up, see where you've been. Maybe we'll get that stand-up special out.
You'll get it soon. Don't worry. I'm putting something out. I got stand-up on YouTube, though. You can find it. I've got Nathan Gelardi's A Savage. That's everything I did this year, and that's my best moments of stand-up on YouTube.
Excellent. So you can go check him out. Of course, if you're on the podcast page, he posts frequent in there, and it's great to watch
bye,
that.
Macho. Ah, fuck! Say goodbye.
Macho Puppy Savage.
He's the star of the show. Oh, and then on the new season, his daughter's in it now.
Ooh.
So it's getting there. People are very excited about it. Actually, I get about 50 viewers, but you know they're excited.
Hey, you know, it sounds like it's going to be an Attitude Era bra and panties match coming. That's what I'm hearing.
It will be. I'm going to do some women's stuff, but I'll hit you up soon, man. I really appreciate you having me on here.
All right, man. Well, you take it easy, and we'll see you guys later.
We're closing out. All right. Follow my YouTube, Nathan Gelardi Comedy. I think we're bugging out.
I think so.